Oh my gosh, look at that angle. She's out the shop today getting her fixed. I wonder why.
Does she run is the question.
Oh, she runs. Bro. If you can get the key in, bro.
Alright.
She starts right up.
Alright. You gotta tickle it, bro. Tickle it.
You got it. Alright, so this is stock angle. Turn all the way to the right. That's stock angle right there, so we're gonna see what we can do. You got the GkTech angle kit. It's not the full kit, it's just a little bolt on. But it should give me a little more angle to slide because the last drift event didn't go really well.
Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna talk about that. The videos don't even exist.
Spinning out, can't hold the drift. Too much power, not enough angle. But today we're installing this angle kit, and then after we're gonna test it out. We got this kid working on my car today.
I'm working on it today. Today?
Working on it every day, all the time.
I lost count.
You got it?
You're just gonna...
You gotta pop that tire, bro. You could have just done that the whole time. This is the Timu mechanic out here.
Right on that subframe right there. Make sure you got it nice and good. You know, I'm not a pinch weld guy myself personally. You can use them, but they go to crap, you know? Subframe, guys, subframe. Don't look at the front. I'm definitely not using the pinch welds.
So I got a question for you, bro. How quick can we put this bad boy in there without Dave noticing?
What time is your game?
I'll be here in like an hour.
You got a harness?
We got to pop this bad boy in a Z. You know how crazy that would be?
Dude, yeah. I mean, mine's out there, you know, just sitting. You have the 6-line? Or are they in the car?
They're in the car. What a rookie, bro.
This is your fault. You're supposed to...
Alright, there we go. That's what we need.
Good.
Good. Dude, they're so bald. Bro, I thought you know how to install these.
No, it says apply Loctite to certain ones, and we don't got no Loctite, so
let's go.
Got your twin pulling up.
Loctite. My twin pulling up. We're in the old reliable. Dude, I can't get rid of Nissans, bro. It's Nissan Altima,
no matter what you
370Z, 350Z. It's like
can't
get rid of them. Well, you know how to fix them, so if this thing breaks, it's like super easy to fix. So.
Hey, not that CVT transmission.
Nah, we'll just buy a new one. Dave, on your tab. I'm just kidding. Why are you reading the user's manual if you know how to install these?
No, dude, I was just looking over, dude.
Oh.
You're good. Taking this good old lock and pin, guide pin, whatever you guys want to call it, out of here so we can take this 17 mil off, pop this tie rod down. Once we get that out, we can go ahead and start loosening all this off and adding the little extensions with the angle kit. Try to break this.
We got all these nice tools and all this stuff, and he still sticks to his own.
This box has carried me through everything. I'll never let it go. Let me try this one. Oh, no, it's a 19. By the way, guys, if I said 17 earlier, sorry. You found out it was a 19. It's a 19. Now, yours might be a little tighter than that. But, you know, depends where you guys live. If you're in the snow, good luck. But here in Florida, you just go and do the good old... She's got it right there, just like that. Oh, can't pull the tire right out. You got a hammer?
Gotcha, bro.
Thanks, bro. I leave the nut on there to go ahead and smack it because you'll be hitting the nut and not the bolt. Freaking the threads up, dude. So after sitting here whacking it a few times, I found out you do turn the wheel. It loosens up a little bit. It doesn't stress the tie rod because it's giving less tension on here. So you do that, and then you give her a few whacks, pop right out. Go ahead and show you on the other side here. This one's still in, and you can see the tension that it's pulling on it. Go ahead and turn the wheel this way. It'll take that stress off, take a lot of load off of there. And you go ahead and give her a few whacks. I guess not. I guess not. So I think Superman himself put this one on here or something, because what the heck? There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now you loosen these things off, you go ahead and drop these tie rods, and we'll cut to the next point and show you what's up. Attached. So take these little guys, you're gonna yank these guys off. Make sure when you break these nuts loose, main thing, don't bring them too far back. So wherever you broke them loose, leave it here. So when you put this guy on and screw it on, you'll get as close as you can with your alignment. Scooby-doo. Scooby-doo. Go ahead and loosen this pupper off of here. If we judge off of this and read this, they did really crappy instructions. Like, if they were to give this to you on paper, like, they don't tell you how to put it on. They're just like, this is all the stuff. Alright, so these are your little accrement pieces here. I guess, yeah, here, we'll use that one. So these are little accrement adjustments. Whichever way you decide to take these out, you got to pull these out with the bolt to get this little boot out, just to install the little rubber one that they give you, little dust boot. Ridiculous, should have came like that already. GkTech, we got to talk about that. But other than that, just set your accrements back where you want them. Don't drop them, for the love of God. I'm so done.
Whew.
Okay.
Back to square one.
Yeah,
we're not putting anything on here. Yeah. That little thing was holding this. Alright, take note. Don't put stuff here that you need. Put it on the floor better. Yeah. I should have just let you put everything on the floor. So
yeah. This little rubber boot that comes with it, you kind of like stick the stud through the hole, and then you pull the bolt like through there, boom, boot on. And then you're going to take that, you can adjust your accrement for more accrement or less, so that's more front travel than less if you want to do that. But set it how you want it, make sure they face the same way, and go ahead and throw Loctite on this bolt when you're ready to put it on. But make sure everything's assembled with that little boot, so you're ready to go for the Loctite. So skip ahead a little bit here. What we had to do, take off this little 22 mil for the strut, and then these are going to be some 12s, 3 of those 12s. You have to take this bracket off because we have to cut this little piece off. Use a little angle grinder, and we'll have to cut it off of there. Don't know why they made the kit like that, but gotta do what we gotta do, I guess, you know. Dude, you're a mess.
Not even a 12. You're just lying to the people now.
14, guys, 14. 14. That's why you listen and watch before you do it. You watch other people mess up, so you don't have to mess up. Oh, and that pops that bracket off just like that, and now we gotta get to cut. Super easy bolt-on install.
Hey!
Just like that.
Let's go.
Clean up your sharp edges. You got black spray paint. Fixed just like that. Done. So went ahead and dropped the ball joint out from that control arm. Make sure you don't put this bracket on yet, because you want that strut to be able to move to get out the way so you can push this arm up and pop it out. And then you're going to want to take these guys. Don't know if I'm holding the right side right now, but it's going to pretty much pop on somewhere like that. It gives you a general idea.
So you grab this thing, pop it in there, and then pop it right up.
There, right where the tie rod was sitting. So that's your little tie rod replacement, I guess you can call it. Make sure you put some thread lock on this. Make sure you adjusted your accrement the way you want it. Make sure it's Loctite in there, like I said. And now we're going to take this arm with the ball joint, pop it right back in that knuckle, throw the nut on there, center off with this bracket, and do all that. We should be good to go on this side pretty much.
When you can't find a 13.
In this whole shop. Alright, after everything's all tied up and tight, make sure you got everything good. Knuckle, boot, extension, everything's good, ready to go. Throw the wheels back on. If you can, bring it to alignment shop, get the best you can. But other than that, you're pretty much set to go and ready to, as GkTech says, throw some backies, man. Throw some backies.
That's sick, dude. How's it feel? Super easy?
Way more butter. Like I was hitting, like I wasn't even full lock, and I felt like I was full lock.
Really? All right, let me try it here. It's recording.
Crazy.
All right, boys. So final review. What'd you think? You went first. How'd that feel?
I mean, butter. I mean, butter.
It was so smooth. I literally barely like turned the wheel. I was like literally sitting like this the whole time. And then I tried messing around. I did the other way, which I've never been able to do the other way because one, I can't brake traction, and two, I can't hold it after I do turn. But I did a little figure eight, literally drifted out of here. It was pretty clean, So I loved it. This guy liked it, so it was definitely sick.
Worth it.
We'll see you guys at the next drift event.